An iconic part of the Ocean City landscape is whole once again, just in time for the busy holiday weekend we'll show you coming up.
And with Memorial Day, you know school's soon going to be out for the summer, but you still want to keep your kids' brain active during the break. So today we learned about a program that can help them do just that.
Plus, Jimmy and I put our math skills to the test. We thought we were going up against a 7th grader. Turns out he's a 2nd grader, but he'll still probably win.
And speaking of school,
you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray.
we've all met that one teacher with whom we formed that special bond. We're going to share the touching story of how a group of students in Caroline County are honoring one teacher decades later, and it'll last for a lifetime.
You see his face on Project Runway. Today, you'll see Tim Gunn on Delmarva Life. He shares what it's like working alongside some of those most famous designers and playing the voice of a well-known cartoon character.
We have been giving away tickets to see Tracy Lawrence for several weeks. Today, we find out the lucky winner of a meet and greet with the country superstar.
Plus, Tracy's opening act, Preston native Eric Karge and Robert Karge take the Delmarva Life stage. Delmarva Life starts right now. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopper. Welcome to Delmarva Live from historic Studio D.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of good stuff for you today.
We do. Math.
Yay.
We're
nervous. Can you tell we're nervous about taking on a 2nd grader?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
Algebra.
Yeah, in algebra.
So.
It's you know, when you were in high school and you were like, when am I ever going to use algebra in my career? Well, here's the day.
It's today.
So you're getting ready to go on a trip?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm going to head out to Oklahoma. I don't know if you've seen the Facebook post or not, but Moore, Oklahoma, that took the direct hit from that tornado Monday, is actually where I met my wife of 24 years ago. So I'm going to go back out under the Chaplains Commission and help with the reconstruction there and the recovery there. It's incredible, and I've always heard this, and I'm about to witness it, and I know it's going to affect me. Whenever you see pictures like this, it's one thing. To see it in person is something else. 13,000 homes destroyed. So we're going to be out, doing whatever needs to be done. Everything from unloading trucks to moving water, helping feed both the victims and the first responders, counseling with them, and doing things like that. So somebody asked me, "Are you excited?" And I kind of had to say, well, yes and no. It kind of goes both ways.
Right. Well, I think I speak for everyone when I say our thoughts and prayers will be with you.
Thank you. I will covet those. So
All
thank you very much.
Well, the WBOC Chief Meteorologist Dan Satterfield, he was on the show the other day and said NOAA was set to release their 2013 Atlantic hurricane season outlook, and they did.
They did.
NOAA's Climate Prediction Center is forecasting an active or extremely active season this year. For the 6-month hurricane season, which begins June 1st, NOAA's Atlantic Hurricane Season Outlook says there is a 70% likelihood of 13 to 20 named storms, of which 7 to 11 could become hurricanes, including 3 to 6 major hurricanes. Now, these ranges are actually above the seasonal average of about 12 named storms, 6 hurricanes and 3 major hurricanes. So.
And speaking of which, who could forget last year, especially Superstorm Sandy, caused flooding and damage right here on Delmarva.
Yeah, and while Ocean City did not take a direct hit, the storm washed away an iconic part of the ocean resort. 7 months later, a lot has changed, and Brian Spiros is in Ocean City this afternoon with more. Hi, Brian.
Hey, Lisa and Jimmy. Well, I want to take you guys back to last October after Superstorm Sandy passed through the area. The iconic fishing pier here in Ocean City was battered during the storm. You can see the video from Chopper 16. After all was said and done, a 100-foot chunk of the pier was torn away, which was pretty significant since the pier itself is 489 feet long. Now, over the last few months, a tremendous amount of work has been done to fix the pier. After all, it's been around since 1907, so there was no other choice but to fix it. Now, crews have been working to replace the pilings, the railings, and the wood planks that were washed away. And what a difference a few months makes. If you guys actually take a look behind me, you can see the Ocean City Fishing Pier standing tall, whole once again. Now, in fact, this morning there was an official opening here at the pier, and Ocean City Mayor Rick Meehan gave the ceremonial first cast from the pier. The goal was to have the Pier finished and ready just in time for the Memorial Day weekend. That's the point we are at, and that is exactly what happened. So as you can see it there, it is whole once again, fully 489 feet long, which is truly impressive because anyone who's had to deal with any sort of construction knows it doesn't always go on time, but in this case it did. So if you plan on coming down to Ocean City to spend the Memorial Day weekend, you definitely probably want to come on down and take a look at the pier, or maybe even go out on it. So Jimmy and Lisa, will send it back to you guys in the studio.
Ryan, are you coming back today? Because it looks gorgeous out there.
Maybe. It's starting to rain a little bit, but maybe I'll stay around. I'll just take an early day. Just tell our boss that I'm taking a half day.
I'm not telling her no. You guys are going to tell that one.
No.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that.
Well, Memorial Day is this weekend. It's Monday, and of course there are services all over Delmarva. I want to tell you about one in Wicomico County at the Wicomico War Memorial. It's located in front of the Civic Center in Salisbury. Now, in 2002, a group of veterans from all branches of the military decided to honor the fallen heroes of Wicomico County in order to keep their memory alive for future generations. So that's when this was built. It's a beautiful memorial. If you want to go, it's Monday the 27th, 10 a.m. there at the Civic Center.
Have a great time with barbecue this weekend, but remember what the weekend is all about.
Absolutely.
If you have never heard the Sussex Tech Raven Nation Marching Band, you don't know what you're missing. Just to give you a clue, they're planning a trip to London to be in the New Year's Day parade. They're going to be holding a fundraising event. Here's where you can help: a car wash, yard sale, garden supplies, auction, food, performances by the Sussex Tech Drum Line. Those guys are incredible. And girls, sorry. The highlight of the event, it's going to be a live car auction. Now, if you want to go, here's what you need to remember. It's going to be Saturday, June 1st, 9 to 3, rain or shine, at Sussex Tech High School.
All right. You remember a couple weeks ago, I went out to Layton's Chance Winery and helped them
You
bottle
were on the
wine.
line there.
That was a lot of fun. Well, they are celebrating their 3rd birthday this weekend. They're turning 3 actually tomorrow.
Yeah.
And they're going to celebrate starting at 1 p.m. and go all day. It's just $5 to go. They are going to have some music there. Willowbrook is scheduled to perform from 1 to 4 p.m. Randy Lee Ashcraft and the Saltwater Cowboys is there from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. They're going to have food from Famous Dave's. Joe's Cool Red, which is my husband's favorite, will be on sale for $10 a bottle. And they're going to have a lot of family events, birthday cake, all kinds of stuff.
Take the whole family.
Yeah, they are in Vienna, so if you want to check it out, that's
Good time
tomorrow.
for everybody. And you do that. Well, do you like the show Criminal Minds?
I
hate to admit, I haven't seen it. It's too late for me. Anyway, you might want to check out the event at Smyrna Opera House. It's going on tomorrow evening. An evening with Erica Messer, who is the executive producer and writer for the show. You're going to find out how the TV show was created from one of the genius minds on the production team, originally from the Eastern Shore area. Erica Messer has been with the show from the very beginning as writer and now working as the executive producer and writer. She'll explain the episode design process and share some of her amazing experiences dealing with everything that goes on with the show and what makes it so popular. So, it's going to be tomorrow evening, 7:30 at the Smyrna Opera House. Tickets are only a $25 bill.
Okay.
That's it. So you need to go. Still to come on Delmarva Life, they haven't been in her class in 50, 60, even 70 years. But that's not stopping one group of students in Caroline County from honoring their former first grade teacher in a big way. The recognition she's getting at 103 years old and what she has to say about it.
And are you dreading the walk to the mailbox to get your kid's report card? If they're not making the grades in math and reading, there is help. We'll tell you about a program that not only helps them catch up in these important subjects, it teaches them how to learn it on their own. Plus, find out if Jimmy and I are smarter than a 2nd grader.
I don't know if I want to know. A little later on, you've seen this man on Project Runway. Today, he's on Delmarva Life. Tim Gunn talks about working with all those great fashion designers and gives us tips on how to bring a designer flair into our home.
And later, Eric and Robert Carge are opening up for Tracy Lawrence next month. They'll take the Delmarva Life stage once again, plus draw the name of the winner of a meet and greet with Tracy. Delmarva Life, we'll be right back.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. Your local York and Mitsubishi dealers, and State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.